What's up, What Nowers? This episode is brought to you in part by Tarri's Destination Weddings, a full-service travel agency where they specialize in planning weddings in the Caribbean islands and Mexico. Especially for busy clients, there are no worries as all of your wedding plans and guest travel arrangements are taken care of. Whether you're planning to elope or bring hundreds of friends, Tarri's Destination Weddings makes destination wedding dreams come true. For more information, see the link in the description below.
Come on, man. That's too easy. You never heard of me? Stupid.
Welcome to an all-new episode of What Now, where we take the hottest sports topics, dissect them, correct them, and bring them to you from our perspective. I'm Jamie, and along with me is Tarri, Tobias, Malin, and Jaylan, who dug up that West Virginia hat for his segment today. But
no doubt.
Oh, okay. A little throwback one too. Okay.
No doubt.
And make him lighter too.
Oh, no.
Which mean I'm gonna hate him more. I'm gonna argue more with him today.
Maybe Malin need it right now.
I know how I feel about that. Oh, that's wild.
That was too far.
Don't get him the hat.
Oh my that was
I'm sorry, man. Mel, you know I love you, man. You know I love you.
that was aggressive.
It's too easy.
Anyway.
Too
You
easy.
see how you was the only one laughing at her like that?
Anyways,
I'm done.
how's it going? How's today? How's it been?
It's hot. It's smoggy.
It's not that hot.
It isn't that.
Y'all don't know nothing about it.
Ooh.
Throw up.
Ooh.
Y'all don't know nothing about heat.
No, hush.
I'm from Tampa. I know.
Yeah, well, I guess I yield to you. Yeah, I get that. I'll be out there for like 2 hours. Then people be out there for like, what, 8, 9?
Yo,
That's
All
crazy.
slaving away.
Let's get to it. Topic number 1. We got 4 today. I'm setting the timer and I'm not playing.
He's not playing, y'all.
I
We're
always
gonna
do that,
we're
but
gonna
I
go over. We're gonna go over.
Said, broke people should never laugh.
Anyways. Topic number 1. Is it a good thing that Joe Mixon is taking less money to stay with the Bengals?
Wait, we didn't tell them like and subscribe.
Everybody lock in. Why you got to do that?
I'm sorry. All right, I'm done.
Please subscribe. Take
I'm
your
done.
mom's phone, your brother's phone, your sister's phone, your best friend's phone, your aunt's phone. Take it. Like, subscribe, rate 5 stars.
Baby
Thanks.
mama, your baby
Okay.
daddy.
Topic
Yeah.
1.
Your
And the
baby
timer's
daddy.
still going since Tobias wanted to do that.
That's
Is
fine.
it a good thing that Joe Mixon is taking less money to stay with the Bengals?
Go.
Yes, it's going to serve as a prototype for running backs. Honestly, in the NFL, it kind of goes on with the other topics, but it is going to serve as a prototype. It's going to prove. It could prove something that you don't have to pay a running back a lot to have success. If the Bengals have a lot of success this season, that's going to prove the whole point of what owner.
Prototype was the word.
Prototype. All right. Well, what's the right word then?
I don't know.
The thesaurus.
A precedent.
Huh?
Is that what you said, Jaylan? Precedent?
No, not precedent.
Yes.
It's a precedent. Something has before. This is going to serve as a prototype, like in
when
a
you
trial.
set the precedent, that would be setting the precedent. A prototype is like something you make that's like a. Ooh.
That's what this is. Kind of.
All
This is
right,
like a
all
little test for a
right.
trial run, a test.
All right. Agree to disagree.
All right, fine, deal.
You know what that means when people say, never mind. Go ahead.
But no, I was just about to say, it hurts the argument that the rest of the running backs are having right now. So I just think he thinks the Bengals are going to win the Super Bowl in the next couple years. I feel like that's the only reason he would sign something like that. But like I said, it hurts the other running backs who are fighting to get paid more.
I thought y'all. What was what's the figure that came to?
What did he sign for?
I don't know.
Let's see.
About Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon sucks.
Hurry.
He should have took it. He should have took his money when he got it. That's what I think.
You walking around with your laptop?
My camera fell.
Oh.
But now I am. But Joe Mixon should be regarded as secondary piece now on that team. But I feel like Joe Mixon, he's good. He's good for them, to be honest, because they're a throw of pass first offense anyway. But if we're talking about, I always think players should get their money unless it's with the Ravens because I have emotional ties to the Ravens. But I think players should get their money because it only helps them in the future. But I don't think the Bengals gonna win the Super Bowl anyway. So I think he's gonna get less money and lose out on the Super Bowl. Because that'd be the only reason to take less money if you think you're gonna win the whole thing.
It's not a bad contract. I'm looking at it now. It's 4 years, $48 million. It's not terrible. I thought it was something like worse. It's not bad, but it's not like great.
It's the guarantee that matters.
Yeah.
How much guarantee is it?
That's wrong. Hold up, give me a second.
What?
No, it said 10 million guaranteed, but that's like no, that's yeah. All right, yeah, guaranteed at signing 10 million. Yeah.
All right.
So he's getting like 1.8.
I don't know how that ranks amongst other running backs.
I seen a post today that was like the average salary for a running back compared to a kicker. It was like 1.8 compared to like 2.7 for kickers.
That's because running backs, again, most of them are on rookie contracts, and most kickers are on their third, fourth contract. But running backs is weird. Jay, how you feel? You a running back, actually.
Running back, y'all.
Well, how do I personally feel, or how do I feel like?
Well, it's definitely two sides to it.
Well, we'll have a conversation about running backs later. But how do you feel about the Bengals and Joe Mixon specifically? Like, who do you think it was a good thing for Joe Mixon to do that? Like, just Joe Mixon, not running.
I don't, like I said, I feel like it hurts him. I don't think it's a good thing. But if he believes that they will be in the Super Bowl or win the Super Bowl within his contract, then I think it's a good pick or a good thing to do. But me personally, I wouldn't gamble like that. I want my money.
I mean, I don't even think I can argue say Joe Mixon isn't even a top 5 back. So like that's why I'm not really stressing about Joe Mixon making that.
That too.
Yeah, that I don't think he's a top 5 back in the NFL. So that's why I don't think it's that big of a deal that he did it.
But he gonna get cut anyway at some point because they're gonna have to pay Joe Burrow and they're gonna pay Jamar Chase.
Ooh.
And I think they will pay T. Higgins before they pay Joe Mixon. So he's not gonna get no big contract. He's gonna have to get cut and they're gonna draft another running back.
But also, sorry.
Go ahead.
My bad. I was about to say I mean, on the like non-critique side, this speaks to what the Bengals have got going on in their locker room. If you got players willing to take pay cuts and that they're willing to take the risk, if you just said, that means that these guys actually believe like it's not like a youth just talking smack and being annoying and stuff. Like these boys actually believe that they're those cats, like they can actually win this whole thing. That's a good thing. If you're a Bengals fan, like that's a good sign. That means the chemistry is good. Everyone likes each other, and the whole locker room, from the locker room to the franchise, is good chemistry. So all they
do is talk.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So this is the year to back it up, man. But I will say, if Joe Mixon, if they don't win anything, like I'm talking about anything, they don't win the AFC Championship, this is gonna be the biggest flop I've seen.
How? Hold on. I knew you was about to say something crazy. All right,
this may be the bigger. They
just went to 2 back-to-back AFC championships. So if they don't make it this year, it's just a flop.
No, because I'll say first year, and I've said this before, we can call it Kate, whatever. The Bengals didn't win their way through those playoffs. Everybody lost. Everyone screwed the pooch. I'm
on the record saying the same thing, but at the end of the day, they were there. They did their thing. It was the Super Bowl.
This season, I can say more or less that they actually won it. I don't like the way they win the games, but they
no.
We
lost the wild card game. I don't care what nobody say.
Y'all definitely did.
Oh yeah, y'all did lose the wild card. Yes, y'all did.
We can't just sit here and try to downplay them because of nitpicking games or what you think could have went this way. That the fact of the matter is it happened one way, and that's just how it rolls. So you can't sit here and say if they don't win something, it's a flop after they don't went to back-to-back AFC Championship games.
But
I'm just saying. I told this to Jaylan earlier too. The past like 2 or 3 years, or since Joe Burrow towards ACL, they have had basically 0 injuries. That's not gonna always be the case. So like that's the big thing I think that they need to focus on is that depth, because
this past season in one of those playoff games, they had to start basically a whole new offensive line.
No, they didn't.
It was like 2 or 3 offensive linemen had to come in and
Hey,
start.
were you watching?
No, they didn't come in. They didn't start, but they came in on the rotation. They didn't start. They still had the same.
But it was because of injuries.
Yeah. I think at the end of the year, yeah, you're right. Like end of the year, they had like 3 different linemen.
I don't remember that. But regardless, their offensive line was not that good anyway. So it don't really matter about that part. It's their skill players is the ones that's like always healthy, and that's the people who turn that team anyway. But I think going back to Joe Mixon, like the Bengals, obviously it helps them because they don't have to pay for running back. But I think they need to start thinking about some depth, because as soon as they get an injury to one of their big cats, they're gonna have a rude awakening.
We're gonna see. I'm not betting on them winning the division again. But
who you got winning?
I feel like they'll still make the playoffs.
Who you got winning it then?
Who do I want to win, or who do I think will win?
Who do you want?
Because it's two different ones.
Who do you got winning?
It is. I'm just being honest.
Who do you want to win? All right, tell us both. Both.
Who do I want to win? I'm not gonna lie. I want the Ravens to win. I'm not a Ravens fan, but I like Lamar, and I just want to see him succeed. I do.
He don't like that. Look at him.
Who do I?
No, I like Lamar. No, I've been.
No, saying he don't like his answer.
I don't care. Listen, you say that.
Who do I think will win? Honestly, now I don't think about it. It's really a toss-up, though. It's really a toss-up between the Ravens and Bengals.
All I'm saying is,
yeah, Tobias, I'm not counting you all in this. I'm sorry.
I don't care. Listen, we don't care. We in the business of prove people wrong this year. So
no, you're not.
I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say.
His proven wrong is winning 9 games again and staying.
And Kenny Pickett being an acceptable quarterback.
Staying over 500. Like, bro, nobody care about you.
I'm not doing no talking this offseason about Steelers. I'm gonna just let our play talk.
That's cap.
That's not possible.
I ain't saying nothing this offseason.
That's cap.
Go ahead. Carry on. Jamie, did you give the time already?
Yo,
about 2 minutes ago.
Okay.
All right. I'll put in my 2 cents now since y'all finally shut up. I think it's good because it shows that loyalty means something to him, and the fans will appreciate that. Anyway, all right.
Damian Lillard.
Loyalty in football ain't about getting your bag, though.
It doesn't matter. He doesn't need any more money. He's got enough. Anyway,
man, as a running back, you need to get that bag.
I'm telling you, you got to get as much as you can get.
Like your career is already shorter than everybody.
It's only 1 or 2 running backs getting endorsement deals. Like you better get it.
And they're not winning the Super Bowl.
There's a happy medium though. Like you should still get your bag, but also be cognizant of your team.
I feel like, I feel like it. There should be like a new model or something with paying running backs. I said this, I was talking to somebody at work, but I feel like it should be a thing. Like when a running back is drafted, they're drafted on a 1-year deal, 1-year rookie deal. At that point, and then after that, it seems like a gamble, but like I think it's less of a gamble to pay him early than it is to pay him late.
Why would the running backs accept that?
Yeah,
it's still 2 sides of the coin.
Because at this point they're playing 4 years on a rookie deal where they aren't making money, and they play throughout their prime, and you're stuck in a position like Saquon right now, where he's not getting paid the money.
You talking about?
But nobody's getting money though.
And you talking about the best of the best, like
exactly. But
only 3 out of. But
hear me. You have a better chance to get the money you want early. So, like, let's say Saquon. Saquon comes out of Penn State.
I like what you're saying, but like a 1-year deal for a rookie is great.
All right,
it would have to be
it would have to be at least 2. Like, at least give me
a short one, okay.
Like a lottery.
Exactly. Yeah, something quick, like a 1 or 2 year deal. They play
like
that
Bijan
out. And
Robinson, you put him on that. I see.
Exactly,
but it can't be every running back, obviously.
Nah,
Can they not restructure deals? They can't restructure deals in the NFL.
You can. You can.
Nah,
but-
bro. The closest thing to that would have to be player options or team options.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they give them basketball type options, I can see that happening. But like,
They
you
can,
can't just be like, yeah, you just worked your whole life for this. You gonna get this 1-year deal.
but at this point, like, I mean, thinking from a running back's perspective, and I mean, think from both, I think you get a better win-win if you pay him early like that versus paying him late. Because after 4 or 5 years, let's say we all running backs' careers, like it's basically they've already, if not peaked, unless they're a great running back like Derrick Henry or something like that, like a generational running back, they've already pretty much peaked.
But again, you're thinking about just a top running back. Like, what about all the other running backs that,
Like the
that
mid-level.
don't really have a chance? They need that 2-3 years to show that they have a chance. But if they just come in and sign a 1-year deal, then and they only
I'm
play
saying a 1-2 year deal. 1-2 year deal.
One or
But
two
for
years.
them, what Rick is saying is like those running backs that aren't certain, they still need that security.
Yeah.
But then
with
at that
the
point they can
longer
still
deals.
you can still get paid, but I'm not saying you can get paid as you play your 2 years, you show what you got, and let's say you do need, I mean, you show what you got those first 2 years, and then you get paid based off of that. Let's
But
say
you
you do take,
you're gonna get cut if you're not
but
that good.
I mean, it's
you
better
gonna
than what they
cut.
get now. They're playing 4 or 5
They
years.
should just
I'd rather be on
restructure
the team
deals
and get
based
paid.
off performance after that season.
Thank
If
you.
you
That's
have a
what I'm
breakout
saying.
year, we restructuring right now.
That's really what I'm trying to get at right there.
That's what they should.
So
That's
they
what I think
need
they
to pay
should
him
do.
early. Pay him early.
Like,
That's what
you
I'm
can
saying.
have the regular deal. Just restructure it when you see that they're like, just go back into that conference room with them.
But do y'all agree though? Like I think that neither right or wrong. Like the running back saying like the owners are wrong right now, and everybody's saying like running backs wrong. I feel like neither is wrong. Like the running backs aren't wrong for wanting to get paid because I mean they take most of the blows in the NFL. They take a beating, and that's why their career is so short. And the other side though, owner, you don't want to pay a 5-year back who's already been beat up and stuff, and so he's peaked already. You don't want to pay him a mega like a $100 million contract.
If it's Saquon who is 75% or more of your offense, yeah.
But
He
that
won't
was
pay him.
the case with Zeke. That was the case with Gurley too.
That's
the
their
case with
fault
Zeke
for
and
not
Gurley.
paying them earlier. Like
It is, but that's also not Saquon's fault. So you telling him to go take a hike because y'all couldn't get y'all stuff together in the office?
That's the bad part about it because like if you don't cash in early, you kind of out of luck at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you out of luck at the end because it's like now the teams are bringing in logic. Like, okay, you've been here X amount of years, you have this amount of mileage on you, X, Y, and Z. And it's like, yeah, but I'm producing. But it's like, yeah, you owe now.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like
that's why it's not a right or wrong. Like neither one of them are wrong for what they're doing.
There has to be a middle ground.
Yeah.
I would be interested to see where that like middle ground.
But for Saquon specifically, is you've been hurt all this time, so that's not helping him.
Yeah.
So
it isn't, but he came off the injury and had a
yeah, and that's the weird thing. Like you're doing good behind the injury, but it's still there though. It's still there, but
he came off the injury and got hurt again. That's the point.
Past injury, post injury.
I'm just talking about this past season. Really,
he got hurt again. I remember fantasy football.
I mean, it wasn't a season ended.
Yeah, he did. He missed like the first 5 or 6 games. Came back, did really good for like 2 games, and turned his ankle again, and missed the next 7 games. And then by that time, the Giants barely fighting for a playoff spot, so it don't really matter. They made it. I think they made it. But the Giants wasn't gonna go nowhere anyway. But specifically for the Giants, they need to pay Saquon because they don't have nothing else. They can't rely on Daniel Jones.
That's really what I'm getting at.
Well, they shouldn't rely on Daniel Jones at least.
Daniel Jones sucks when Saquon sucks, though. That's the thing.
Yep.
But the crazy thing is, when Daniel Jones plays good, then the Giants are like much better. Whereas if Saquon plays good, the Giants don't really move a needle.
Yeah. That's probably another part of the contract stuff too, is like you can only do so much unless you're like you said, Derrick Henry or something like that.
Yeah. But even then they suck. They need a new quarterback. Well, they got one. They got 3 of them. All right.
All right. Speaking of quarterbacks, perfect. Thank you. Is Justin Fields overhyped?
Who put that question?
I was going to say, who put it in there?
Me, I put it in there. There's a picture that went along with it though. It was well, first off, I've been seeing Justin Fields in the media constantly, just being talked about. And then on top of that, they asked him, he already put himself as one of the top 5 rushing quarterbacks ever. He said that. I think it's flat out wrong. Like,
before everybody else hop in, because I know y'all somebody about to say something.
I just want to ask. He said he put himself as that.
He put himself as that.
You can't be mad at that though. But go ahead, Malin.
You can't be mad at that, like you said. But what is it? This is about to be what, year 3?
Yeah.
If you just think on the top of your head, who else do you see in your brain that is a better runner at quarterback besides obviously Lamar, Mike Vick? Who?
Like at this present moment?
Just thinking. Who do you see in your brain?
Say Steve McNabb was a little bit.
Come on now, McNabb. Stop playing with Justin Fields.
Randall Cunningham.
Not Steve McNabb. Steve Nair.
See, I didn't want to pull Randall Cunningham out because I didn't know if everybody knew who that was, so I just kind of left that in the back of my head.
Even if we did it, you could.
Fields run better than me, bro.
Fields is a running back that can throw. Like we make jokes about Lamar. Fields is literally a running back that can throw.
I'm trying to think of names. Like, there's not a lot of names. Like, he can run, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, off the top of your head, who can you think of? Not saying, like, because he obviously has more to prove because it's only been 2 years. But I can see why he said that.
But I feel like we have to void it out because of how like the difference between his quarterback skill, like his actual throwing skills and his running skills, what the big difference is. That's what I'm voiding out. It's
not skills. It's not skills. It's just what he had to deal with.
No, that's not a good enough excuse. It's not, because Joe Burrow suffered the most sacks in NFL history in a season, and he still made the Super Bowl or lost his way to Super Bowl.
Don't try to come back with this.
It's not good enough.
You were just saying how he lost his way to the Super Bowl.
Hey, but he didn't go. What was the Bears' record?
All right, hold on now.
It was pretty bad, wasn't it? And and Justin Fields is to blame for that because they want to be stubborn. We need to let him grow. You
said football.
He can't be the whole blame for it.
I wasn't even about to say that.
I'm not saying that.
Come on, he knows
I'm not saying that.
So you said football was a team sport and records.
Did I say Justin Fields? I never
said
Justin Fields was the problem.
You said he was the problem.
I never said. Listen, uno, dos, tres. I need all y'all to tune in your listening skills. Did I ever say that Justin Fields was the cause for the Bears going 2 and whatever? Did I?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't say it. The reason you implied it. You definitely implied it.
I never said that. I never said that.
You implied it.
You may be wanting me to say that. It just assuming
you want to say that.
Exactly, but I never said it. Did I?
Bias. You literally said, what was the Bears' record? And he is to blame because they want to be stubborn. He got to grow. That's exactly what you said.
No, I never said he was to blame.
Rewind
I said
that I'm right.
But what you just said is contradicting. What you said, he's to blame because they want to let him grow.
I can't wait. We play this back tomorrow.
You can go back 2 minutes.
I cannot wait to play this either. But anyways,
he contradicted himself from episode to episode anyway. So you just gotta listen.
What's your point, bro?
This is not y'all weekly because y'all keep trying to remember. Anyways, my point is, what I'm saying is that Justin Fields. Reason why I wanted to void that out just because I don't see Justin Fields as really as that threat of a quarterback. Like I feel like you could put any Tyrod Taylor.
No, he is not.
Tyrod Taylor was a.
You rush 8 and don't get to him.
Not Tyrod Taylor. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
He's taking it to the house. Bro.
My bad. I'm messing up right now. Randall Cobb played quarterback in college, correct? I feel like maybe some. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Exactly.
What are you doing, bro?
Randall Cobb played quarterback. I feel like
in college, and you were saying that he can compare himself to Justin Fields as an NFL quarterback.
What's your actual final reason?
Justin Fields said he put himself as a top 5 rushing quarterback. What does that have to do with Randall Cobb? Who never played that down of quarterback?
Justin Fields does not threaten me as a quarterback. I've been saying
it's not who threatens you. It's who is up there with him that you can put up there.
Oh,
so is your problem with that list, or is your problem with
his problem with Justin Fields?
The list. My problem is with Justin Fields. That's
See,
you
say Justin Fields.
You say he's overrated.
Yeah, I think.
Where have you seen him rated as?
I'm just saying. Overhyped. I said he's overhyped right now. I feel like the media's been overhyping him.
Well, I think Mr. Social Media Quarterback is also overhyped. Mr. Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert. This is not about
Yes.
Justin Herbert right now.
But why do you think Justin Fields is overhyped? Like why don't you agree?
I feel like
What
there's
are you
better
hearing?
I feel like
What are
there's
you
better
hearing that you don't agree with?
I feel like there's better quarterbacks that can be focused on right now. Other than
What do you
Justin
mean
Fields.
focused on, bro? Like, what? Why are you hating?
I'm
You
saying,
really
no, hold on.
just
What are you
hating.
understand
You really
about this?
just
What are you
so
combating though? What are you combating though? Like what are
He's hating.
what are the
That's
points
all.
that
he's being focused too much. That's the hyped up means you're being Justin Fields. Look at this
What
Justin
have you
Fields
been
throw.
seeing?
I
No, we
haven't
get
heard
that.
anything about him since the beginning.
It's like a broken record.
No, we get that. I'm just saying, like, what are the points that you're combating?
I'm saying he's being hyped up too much. That means I'm saying he's being featured up on too much. To me, that's the whole point of this conversation. Is overhyped.
So you're saying
overhyped.
You're saying
We're telling you that we haven't seen it.
Well, that means y'all not looking at social media enough.
Hold on, man.
Go to Bleach Report right now and look at it.
So Tobias, are you just saying like on all the TV shows and stuff, it's just a lot of topics about Justin?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I'm saying that. I don't know why it takes so long for everybody to understand.
No, I get that part. It's the part I want to know. I want to know what they're saying specifically that you disagree with.
I mean, I don't know specific points.
Like maybe he's a great thrower or something like that. You disagree with.
It's all about you on
you
Instagram.
take the whole thing,
huh?
You don't want him on TV.
That like he hates.
You just hate Justin Fields.
I'd rather see highlights of, let's say,
Jay Herbo.
How many Lamar Jackson highlights have y'all seen in the past 2 months?
Probably
when Lamar was in his contract battle. When Lamar was in his contract battle, that's all that was on TV.
But see, we're making excuses now. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all seen more Justin Fields hype than Lamar Jackson's a better quarterback. That is my whole point.
I think it's because if you're comparing those, I think it's because they know what Lamar is, and I think next year is where we really find out who Justin Fields is. So they're predicting what he's going to be because he has weapons now, and plus it's going to be his third season, and the NFC sucks. So I think it's more he is a potential for the Bears to make the playoffs. Have a little nice season. And of course, if you're talking about the Bears, you're coming down all the way to Justin Fields. So I think that's where it's coming from. Whereas like nobody wants to talk about the Ravens because
it's just like Tony Romo with the Cowboys. He was never a top quarterback, but it's the Cowboys, so you're gonna hear about him. It's the Bears.
Can we all talk about that's hype though?
No, it's not.
I personally haven't seen nothing on it. I haven't seen no coverage on it.
That's hype.
It's not hype.
That's coverage. Coverage is
hype.
Unless they're
coverage is not hype.
They haven't been trashing Justin Fields.
They're asking questions.
No.
Is this the year he's gonna make the league?
Highlights.
What else are they gonna show in the background? What else are they gonna show in the background?
It's still hype. It's still hype. You're showing highlights and stuff.
So you just gonna show plays of him getting sacked the whole time?
That Bears rushing attack is
what
crazy.
it is?
Oh my goodness!
It's your algorithm because you keep clicking on
your algorithm. Your algorithm keep
coming back.
But I'm commenting on Justin Field videos and stuff for no reason.
No, I'm getting stuff from Bleacher right now. All right, well, we can keep. I know this was a proof Tobias wrong conversation, but we can keep.
I don't want to know where you be going.
It's not a proof Tobias wrong.
That's exactly what it was. I was combating.
You can't say Fields is overhyped if you can't say Herbert is overhyped.
I don't think overhyped because Herbert's put up the stats. Justin Fields didn't put no dog on the stats.
But he hasn't won.
No, stop. All right, the team sport thing. No, stop that. Carry on. No.
Okay.
Jamie, next topic.
Ohtani.
We're not doing this again.
No. We can end it after this. I think it was more of a fact of just trying to understand where you were coming from. But
he's a hater.
That's what we had to find out. Justin Fields is overhyped, and they're like, "What do you mean by that? Overhyped?" He keeps
we're asking you for context.
You're saying it because not one of us have heard anything about Justin Fields lately. Not one of us.
Literally nothing.
That's your saying.
Problem. I've seen like 4 Justin Fields highlights.
It's literally your problem.
I follow ESPN Sports Center.
So do I.
Highlights. VR Gridiron, and I've got at least 4 highlights in the last 2 weeks. That is your problem.
What other quarterbacks are they going to talk about in the NFC?
Justin Fields. NFC. Yeah,
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. Honestly, talk about Jalen Hurts.
Nobody else in the NFC.
Or plain simple, don't talk about the NFC. There you go.
All right. This episode of What Now is brought to you in part by the best place to find Christian apparel and accessories, Christ Gear. Be bold, be strong, be courageous. For more information on where to buy Christ Gear, see the link in the description below.
Now, y'all have already talked about the state of the running back position, which y'all just digressed on to your own. So check that little topic off the list. So, last topic. Good job. You guys did.
Look at her. She's just so happy to say that.
Y'all guys did 2-1. Where would y'all like to see Shohei Ohtani
The
end up?
Orioles.
A-Town, baby. A-Town.
I
Braves
can't win
don't
two
need him.
hats.
Do you really think
Wait,
that's gonna happen, man?
I have
Do you really think it's
my
gonna happen?
Brave.
Honestly think it could, but we would lose like
A lot.
a bunch of
Everybody.
players. So no, I don't
Everybody.
think it will happen, but it
The
could.
Braves don't need him. The Orioles need him.
No.
The Braves don't need him. We good.
If he's upset with the Angels not making the playoffs, what do you think he's gonna be with the Orioles? Who've
Orioles like
had
the third best team in the league this
The
year.
Orioles are good.
this year they just had like in the last 5 years they done had like 3 number 1 overall
We
picks.
talking about this
But they got
year. We
better-
talking about.
And
Orioles
it's
got
only
better hope than the
July. It's
Angels,
only
though.
July. It's
The
only
Orioles
July.
got better hope than the Angels, though. They got a lot of young talent. they got.
The Orioles have like 3 less wins than the Braves, by the way, just to let you know. Y'all,
All right, well, that's good to know because I really didn't know their record. But like I said, if history was to be speaking for him, I'm sure he wouldn't have the Orioles on his list.
And the Braves have been like amazing every single year for the past 20 years. Try again. Thank you
Just
for
about, honestly.
the argument.
If you ever went to Turner Field, you saw those NLE East pennants
Not
just
Turner
hanging up on the
Field.
Go
thing.
for it.
not,
You have-
not in the East.
Hey, I'm just saying, we don't be losing like that. We might not win. We might not win
No.
championships all the time, but we don't be getting. When the last time the Braves had a number 1 overall pick? All right, thank you. You can't answer that.
No.
All right,
Thanks.
so
Thanks.
Jay, you think Braves? Tarek think Orioles?
No.
Jaylan,
That question was not think. It was where do you want?
where do I want?
Let's
No.
be realistic here.
It said 1.
No, yeah. So you can say want first, and then the next part of the question is where do you think? So I asked where do you want, which is what y'all gave me, which is fine.
What do you want, Jamie?
I don't really know what I want. I don't really care to have him on my team.
Oh my
Dang.
goodness.
Like, I don't
All
know.
right, why would you?
I don't
Why
think
wouldn't
it's-
you want to see? Y'all ain't that good now.
But that means you got to give up something. You got to give up a
Y'all
lot
ain't
to
that
get
good.
him, though. And I like our team. At that point, the Braves, not from Braves, but Braves standpoint, like we have a pretty solid team right now. I wouldn't want to give up anybody right now for him, honestly.
We can use him pitching.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Use him. Yeah, definitely in pitching.
Our pitching-
But I don't even think he's gonna get traded, honestly. Like, because it's too big.
He's about to
He's
be a
got-
free agent, isn't he?
Yeah, he's about to be free agent in like 2 months. So at this point, if he gets traded, it's almost like a trial or something. At that point, if he gets traded, what makes you think he's gonna stay with that team? If he doesn't like that team, he doesn't have to sign. He can go to another team.
You better get a
So
big old contract, though.
yeah, it's a big risk for whoever wants to trade him for at that point. Like a huge risk. You're giving up all your resources, and this guy may not even stay. Like if you want to trade for him, you need to be absolutely certain that you can throw whatever type of money you want, and that he's gonna like it there. So
He's gonna
but
go to the Yankees or the Mariners.
someone said the Dodgers. I was looking at some YouTube.
Well,
I can see the Mariners. He gonna want to go with Messi. He about to get like a 13-year deal in his offseason.
Worth $1 billion.
Yeah,
He get
billion dollar deal. Because how old is he? Well, he's about 30 now, ain't he? He
Yeah,
kinda-
something like that.
but baseball, but he pitching. I don't know. But he probably get
He's that thing for a while now.
he
He's
probably
an
get like
all-star.
an 8-year deal, something like that. I can see Miami though. Or
But they giving that man a decade.
Yeah,
Wherever
he's
he
an
go,
he
all-star
gets
pitcher
Mariners.
and an all-star
Marlins.
hitter. So he
10,
can get
10 probably 700.
yeah.
you said the Marlins or the Mariners?
the Mariners.
Oh,
I see.
oh, my bad. I thought you said Mariner or Marlins.
No.
I was like, oh, so you said Seattle? No, I don't think Seattle. I think he goes to a big market or a big city.
He's going to the Yankees or the Dodgers.
I can see him go.
Yeah,
They
I'm
give him-
saying he's going to the Yankees, but
Or the
Giants.
Giants.
The Yankees is over with.
What about the Giants?
The Giants, they are a big enough market, but they're not
Yeah,
good enough.
I heard they got a lot of money to spend.
He wants to be in the playoff race year after year.
I mean, I think any team at this point is better. It's a better chance of being year after year than the Angels. Any team.
Oh, while we talking
I
about
can't believe
baseball.
they wasted Mike Trout career like that.
While we talking about baseball, can I expose Jaylan?
Huh?
So Jaylan is going on a trip soon somewhere.
Oh, you talking about that?
He's gonna go see a White Sox game. he was so he was
Let me
so happy to go to the ring.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
So I'm thinking the Cubs and the White Sox playing the same stadium.
You gotta go to
So I'm thinking
what?
I'm about to go see Wrigley when I go to Chicago. I looked it up. I was like, who plays here?
So who plays here?
I was so mad, bro.
Oh, that's a cool ballpark.
I was trying to get a Cubs game, but they're gonna be in an away stretch when I'm out there.
It's a cool ballpark.
Dang, that's crazy. That man said, who plays here?
Who plays here? Like, what is this? I thought it was a college stadium.
And like I knew there was two different stadiums, but I was agreeing with him because I didn't actually think about it. And so he was like, "Wait, White Sox."
I don't know the name of the White Sox stadium, so I probably would have been messed up myself.
I think it's relatively new.
White Sox thing.
Guaranteed rate, I believe.
Huh?
Yeah, something like that would have
Guaranteed rate.
Field.
I think it's a relatively new stadium, or maybe they just changed the name.
They changed the name.
Okay. Oh yeah, 1991. It came. Nah, never mind. But yeah, cool. So where y'all baseball people, where do you think he should go?
I don't know where he should go.
Atlanta.
It don't matter where he going. He in a bag wherever.
If I'm gonna say should, I'm gonna say he should stay where he's at and try to see how far he can get with the Angels.
Yes.
Poverty franchise.
Well, if
just until he's free agent, right?
If he could, well, he's about to be a free agent. I'm saying, you saying like he
just
should sign like a 2 to 3 year deal, and they try their best to build around him. They should get good draft picks. They don't get number 1 picks, but they're usually in the top 10.
I like that, but again, it could poverty franchise, like Tyreek said. Who's to say they do a terrible job?
Maybe they got somebody. They do have a good minor league player. He's in and out of the majors because I guess he's not real consistent. He's a black dude, but he's a real good outfielder.
But the honest, I don't keep up with the Angels that much, but the fact that they haven't had any big name young players, have all these good draft picks past couple of seasons. We got young players like De La Cruz and O'Neal Cruz up in Pittsburgh. All these young guys coming up, and they couldn't get one of them. So at this point, he can sign a 1 year deal, but that's a risk. He got
those De La Cruz and O'Neal Cruz. They weren't big heralded picks. They just came up. They weren't one of the top 10 picks of those drafts.
I mean, I'm just saying he's from maybe scouting. I don't know. If they haven't been able to pick up one now, then what makes it that they're going to get one in the next couple of years? So it's going to be active. If he wants to do
major pickup was Shohei.
Yeah.
Do y'all think that he will have the same kind of sentiment that a lot of these NBA players have, the foreign ones, where they're they get drafted or they get picked up by a team and they want to be loyal, overly loyal?
Oh, why is that specific to foreign?
I don't think so.
It's a foreigner thing. That's all made the basketball comparison.
No.
I could see him being loyal to the Angels.
To the Angels?
Y'all don't think that's a thing for real?
Only reason I can see him being loyal to the Angels is because it's LA. If it wasn't in LA, then he would be gone.
He has a good relationship with the team,
totally
with his teammates, so very good.
No matter where.
I think he's too competitive. I think he want to win. Me personally.
You saw how happy he was with the World Classic. That joker was cheesing from eye to eye, not ear to ear.
He was screaming last night after a home run he hit in July. That man competitive.
Shohei.
Wow.
We're not putting no ads in front of this.
All right.
What?
You don't even know.
I ain't gonna lie. I knew what they was talking about, but I wasn't gonna let them get to me.
Smiling from eye
to eye, bro? Really?
What y'all talking about, Mike?
Bias.
Okay.
You're insensitive.
Y'all tripping.
Come on, bro.
My gosh. We're getting tore up.
You making it worse right now. What's the next subject?
Jaylen's picks for West Virginia. Malin, get out your little black book.
Take me home.
It's brown, actually.
Country
little brown book.
roads.
You
The
can't
black
tell
book is
it.
for women.
You can't. All right, bro.
Whoa. All right. Okay. Jaylan, please.
Oh, that's why you don't have one. Crazy.
Are y'all reading them to me, or do y'all want me to read them out?
That was
What's
you
going
got
on here,
Joe.
y'all? What's going on here?
Y'all are
That was
hostile
all right.
today, all of you.
What's
was
going
all
on here?
That was an okay joke. She thinks she's funny, but it's all good.
You don't exist anyway. Anyways, let me read this schedule to you.
Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe so we can get money. So we can have a what
What are
now?
y'all doing?
So we can
Because
get
I
money.
go to
That
bed.
boy
what?
begging.
We in a what now retreat right now. That's what we need. We in a what now retreat because my Lord, what is going on?
We need to go down to Malin because he don't want to come to us.
I was
Hey, we're
there.
not doing this. We're not doing this in public.
Guys,
We don't beef with our brothers in public.
guys. First of all, I'm going to Jags in December. 1, if anyone wants to come. 2, West Virginia plays at Oklahoma November 11th. If y'all try to go. 3, Oklahoma plays Arkansas State Labor Day weekend, and I'm really considering going. So we got 3 options, and those will be cheap tickets. Anyway, okay, Jaylan, you ready?
What the flights?
Probably cheap. Who
Get
cares?
it. Let's get at.
Y'all
All
let me
right.
know.
Come on, Mountaineer.
Saturday,
Dub.
Who is it?
September 2nd at
State.
Penn State.
Ooh.
I don't wrote it down. You for real?
Yeah.
You got a W right there.
Oh, period.
I can't wait till we get to Oklahoma because I'm about to make somebody mad.
I thought you were about to say like a cupcake team. You said Penn State. I was like, oh my God.
Saturday.
The next. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, you can go.
No, I was just gonna say that's a dub. That's the
yeah.
second one to do.
Okay, I'm pretty positive you say it like Duquesne. Pretty
I have
positive.
no idea how to say
Dookie?
that.
Duquesne.
It's Duquesne.
Okay, anyway, they're playing Duquesne.
Duquesne.
Duquesne. Duquesne.
That's a dub, right? Go ahead, write that down.
All right. Next stadium. At home versus Pitt.
I'm going dub for that.
Wrong.
That's usually a dogfight.
Okay.
That's the most underrated rivalry in college football. It is backyard brawl. The most underrated one.
You don't know. You
Next,
said it's a W.
Yeah.
at
Quit trying my gangster today because
At home again versus Texas Tech.
I'm gonna take an L for that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna take an L for that one. I think that's the
I
one
gotta
had
pull a
it
U
before.
from the other week. How y'all beat Penn State but lose to Texas Tech?
Cause bro, like I was looking at the past, the history, and I was like, we losing to teams we shouldn't be losing to, and then we blowing these other teams out.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm gonna take an L. I'm already on my high horse. The first 3 games.
What West Virginia plays to their opponent's level. That's why they be coming all these big upsets and then get upset by Duquesne. So
So it's crazy.
All right.
Okay,
Next
so-
one. At TCU.
I'm gonna go ahead and take an L for that one too.
You should take a W. You got a new quarterback.
and a new coach. Sonny's gone, ain't he?
Comments.
No, not Sonny. The officer coordinator.
He's half camera.
Next week at Houston.
That's a dub.
Oh,
Houston boo boo.
okay.
That is a dub.
All right. Next week, home versus Oklahoma State.
I'm taking that as a dub as well.
Get some pokes.
No, I'm not. You can put an L there. 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 I forgot my list at work.
Next at UCF.
That's a dub.
All right. Next versus BYU.
UCF.
That's a dub as well.
Okay, November 11th at
A big dub.
Hmm.
A humongous dub.
All right,
And
let's
we
go
can
to the
bet.
game. Let's go to the game.
Where's
No.
it at?
At Oklahoma.
I'm not going
A win?
Yeah, that's a win. But
I
I'm
ain't
not
even
going
laugh like that. I ain't gonna go.
It is.
Put some money on it right now.
No.
Some do.
Please.
Put some do on it.
Mountain Dew,
Some
yeah,
dew?
Mountain Dew.
Man, rest in peace, Sharp, man. You ain't die, but you gone.
Put some do on it.
Next week, home versus Cincinnati.
Cincy, I'm taking a dub on that.
Okay.
Wait, who was that?
Cincy.
Cincinnati.
Oh,
next week.
And Baylor, that's a dub as well.
Oh, you should have said the L. I think that's
All
L.
right. He's got West Virginia doing too good.
What's West Virginia's record?
93.
You know why?
Going.
Because Rodney Gallagher, he's gonna blow up the season. Watch.
They don't know who that is.
My boy Rod.
I got 3 and
I
9.
love you, boy.
You said 3 and 9? There's no way we're going
3 and 9. 3 and
I'll
9
bet
is crazy.
I'll bet you on that right now. 3 and 9 is crazy.
I bet you they closer to 3 wins than 9.
Nah, I'm not going. I'm not going.
You know what y'all should bet, honestly? I don't know
Don't
what
tell
y'all
them
for
what to
college
bet.
football. Y'all should bet whichever team loses, they have next person to go to work today, but they work the next day with their face painted. The opposing team.
I'm not going to ever going to work my face.
I'm going anywhere on my face painted.
We can do something on the pod for the Oklahoma game, though.
Yeah, do something like, or I was about to say, do that on the podcast. And the next time on the podcast, you get to paint your face.
You gotta get a tattoo of it on your forehead.
Yeah.
The other team.
Tattoo is insane.
Yeah,
I get a
Jamie,
face, I get
a
a big fat OU right here, like Gucci.
no, yeah, the boom say boomer right there.
Lip tattoo.
Don't you have one?
Lip tattoo.
Oh no.
You have one?
No, I wanted to get a BMS or an upside down horns.
Oh no.
You have to get a boomer,
You got some dip in there, girl.
and I'll get a WV.
You got some dip. That's
No.
cold.
No.
No.
All right.
No.
Does anyone have a hot take?
No, I got a hot take.
You said what,
I
Tobias?
got a hot take.
Go ahead, bro.
Never mind.
Is
I
it
lost
yours?
I lost it. Never mind.
You lost it.
It was his.
I never had a hot take.
it?
No, I never had a
I
hot
don't
take.
never come up with my own, so I stopped
Yeah,
doing them.
I'll do a hot take based on what we talked about today.
I'm not delusional, so I ain't really.
I think
It's gonna be hostile. Watch.
I think the Chicago Bears will get to the I want to say NFC Championship, but I'll say divisional round. I think the Chicago Bears get to the divisional round.
Wow, that is a hot take.
They have a good defense.
Mhm.
They finally have weapons around Justin Fields, and I think Justin Fields can take next step. And like I said earlier, NFC sucks.
Who they got
I think
around
that he
Justin
will.
Fields? Who they
I
got?
think that he
Around,
will take the next step this year. No cap.
who they got around Justin Fields?
Who they have around them?
Don't say what you about to say, Tobias.
No, I'm asking a question.
I know you are.
Well,
I gotta
I'm
look at-
asking a
You're
question.
being facetious. You're being so
I'm
facetious right
asking
now.
a question right now. It's a simple question. Who they got around him?
But when I said it was a good pickup for him, y'all didn't want to say that. But now you want to brag on it.
No, I'm not.
So whatever.
I want to hear y'all's logic.
Get it
I
right,
wanna hear
Jaylan.
it.
Get it
I wanna
right.
hear it.
It's straight.
They
It's
got,
straight. It's straight.
Dude,
They
no one's told me yet.
They got Amon St. Brown. They got DJ Moore. They got Dante Foreman, Darnell Mooney, Chase Claypool, your favorite player.
Those three. You just said not Claypool and Foreman, but those three. That's pretty good. Or two,
was
really.
obviously, and then the defense was good last year, or they were solid last year. And then again, I think it's more because the rest of the NFC is not that good. Like I think the Lions can make it into the playoffs this year.
I agree. I want that. I think.
Like the only two dominant teams in the NFC is the Eagles and the Niners. And then the NFC South has to get a team in there. One of them four.
Greek, that's the only because of what you just said, it's the only problem I got with the hot take is that I really think the Lions gonna make playoffs. I think they'll win a division.
It's just such a low threshold to cross.
But it's 7 teams though. 7 teams make it. The Lions and the Bears can both make it. Who else is in there?
They got
the
NFC.
Packers, and then the Vikings. The Vikings probably win the division, or the Bears. Honestly,
Exactly. You think 3 teams can make it? 3 teams out of the division make it, and you got the NFC
yes,
West.
the NFC South is only sending one.
And you still got the NFC West.
NFC West has got
You got
Cardinals.
the Niners, you got the Broncos, and you got the
Broncos.
not Broncos. My bad. You got the Niners, the Seahawks,
I think the Niners,
and
and we got to see if Geno can do it again. I think you put too much faith in the Geno.
Like y'all putting too much
And
faith in
then
Justin
who
Fields.
else is in there? Niners, Seahawks.
We didn't say anything about Justin Fields.
Niners,
Okay,
Seahawks, Cardinals, and who else in the West?
There's
Rams?
one more team. You said the Rams already.
The
right?
Rams.
Yeah.
The Rams. I mean, depending on if they stay healthy this year. So I don't know. I think they can make it. The Bears. because their division's not that good anymore with Aaron Rodgers leaving. So we'll see.
Packers may come in dead last, honestly.
See how Jordan Love does. But yeah, that's my hot take.
He didn't look good at all in
it.
preseason games, but he looked decent.
No, he was mid, bro. You want to talk about media coverage? They're making sure he don't hit the cameras. They're making sure he ain't on TV.
Who, Jordan Love?
Yes, they are scared.
Yeah, they are.
They are shaking their boots, boy.
They ain't talking about no progress.
They
ain't
are
talking about
dreading
nothing.
to put that boy out there.
Because they drafted him in the first round like 4 years ago.
He was,
bro, you have whatever.
What pick was he? He was
like I hate when
round, what?
Be dumb.
He was in the teens or the
I think
20s.
he was in the 20s. I think he's in the 20s.
I think it was like 24.
Yeah, he was like, because I thought we were gonna pick him up. And
I say 21. Who y'all got? What y'all got?
I said 24.
19.
20.
Oh,
I'm not going 9. Yeah, let's say Jordan Love.
Jamie, be engaged.
23.
Jordan Love.
Bro, I could have looked it up by now. It's not that hard. You just type in his name.
Do it then.
You could just type in his name on
Jordan
Google.
Love was
we're act serious.
26 overall pick.
Dang, it was all wrong.
What was that?
All right, let's go.
Scripture today. It comes from
something good.
Hebrews. I'm pretty sure we had this already, but it's pretty good. Let's check with it. Hebrews 11:1.
The Lord is my shepherd.
Close,
That's Psalms.
but not close. Now, faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. Faith. I have faith, my brothers.
Yes, sir.
And sister. Jamie, say something for the people. Say something for the people, Jamie.
Oh, y'all get right.
Thanks for listening. Like, rate, subscribe. Tell your mom. Tell everyone.
How do y'all feel about Keke Palmer?
Okay. Anyways, all right. Y'all have a great rest of the week.
Swoop.
Let it go smooth.
Have a great rest of the week and keep that girl on that leash.
I'm telling you,
we'll see y'all next week, everybody. Peace.